Onto an explosion investigation in southern Philippines that has killed several people. The suspected bomb blast hitting during a Catholic Mass. CBC's Albert De La Talla is tracking this story for us this morning. So Albert, what can you tell us about what happened?
Well, Marianne, the attack comes as larger crowds than usual attended Mass amid the start of Advent and the lead up to Christmas. At least 4 people are dead and dozens are wounded. At least 2 of the wounded are said to be fighting for their lives. The blast went off this morning during a Catholic Mass in a gymnasium at Mindanao State University. You can see where it is on that map. It's a predominantly Muslim city in Marawi in the southern Philippines. Eyewitness video from the scene shows wounded people being brought out of the gymnasium to be taken to hospital. Campus security say the explosion caused panic among the worshippers at the service and left victims bloodied and sprawled on the ground. Authorities say the explosion was caused by a bomb. They're calling it an act of terrorism. The National Defense Secretary says their approach now will be multifaceted.
The operations will remain unabated, and our focus now in the face of this incident in Marawi will be to not only address the security dimension but also the wellness dimension of the community.
The Philippine president, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., he condemned what he called a heinous act. He wrote on social media that, quote, extremists who wield violence against the innocent will always be regarded as enemies of our society. I extend my most heartfelt condolences to the victims, their loved ones, and the communities that have been the target of this latest assault on peace. Officials say 3 women were among the at least 4 people killed, and 42 others were rushed to hospitals for treatment, although most of their injuries are said to be minor, and most of those people are said to have now been sent home.
So, Albert, at this point, what are officials learning about who might be behind this attack? Yeah,
so they're still trying to figure that out, Marianne. Police do say the explosion was caused by a grenade, was likely caused by a grenade or an improvised explosive device, a bomb. That's according to their preliminary investigation. They're also looking into whether the attack might be connected to a military offensive on Friday that killed 11 suspected Islamic militants. Those militants belong to the armed group Islamic State, rather, that still has a presence in the region. The military chief, the chief of staff, says it's believed the attack may have been retaliatory.
Maaring retaliatory attack yung nangyaring kaninang umaga, no? So that is one angle that we are looking into, and we have alerted also our units, all of our units in Mindanao, as well as our other units, just like with the Philippine National Police here in the Metro Manila area.
Back in 2017, Marawi saw a 5-month battle between the government forces and that militant group. And the university here, it is saying that it has deployed extra security and that classes have been canceled until further notice. Marianne.
Thanks for the update, Albert De La Talla in the newsroom this hour.